Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke and his co-accused Grace Wakhungu have no doubt been held up as the beacons of hope in the faltering fight against corruption. And as the two contemplate their futures, the judiciary has been acclaimed for turning around its fortunes, having vilified as a major impediment to the execution of justice. Leila Mohammed looks at the historic ruling and the officer behind it.
This Honorable Court has duly considered the submissions by the defense advocates, in particular the submissions by Mr. Kubasu on sentencing.
The country collectively held its breath, hanging on to every of the magistrate's word as she delivered the dramatic conclusions to one of the country's biggest corruption cases.
The court equally agrees that being first offenders at their ages, they deserve some form of leniency, and the court observes that perhaps that could be the position because either the law has not caught up with them or they have lived a clean life.
While the matter has been in court for over a decade, Chief Magistrate Elizabeth Juma brought it to a close in 5 years.
Under supervision.
With a reprimand for the two accused persons, Sirisia MP John Waluke and Grace Wakhungu, mother of former Cabinet Secretary and the country's current ambassador to France, Judy Wakhungu, for profiting off a country's misery in the height of the 2004 famine. Juma, who also in 2019 ruled that former sports CS Hassan Wario and other officials charged in the 55 million shillings Rio Olympics scandal have a case to answer and needed to go to trial, was promoted to Chief Magistrate in March of the same year. In the Wario case, the magistrate, who had served in various stations since joining the judiciary in 2004, said she was satisfied the prosecution had established a prima facie case against the accused and directed that the defense hearing begins on February 3rd, 2020.
Count 1 is for Hassan Wario Arero.
The ruling perhaps restores lost faith in the fight against corruption and the justice system, whose wheels seem to grind ever so slowly. Magistrate Juma began dispensing justice in Nyeri over 2 decades ago and was promoted to Principal Magistrate in November 2011 and then to Senior Principal Magistrate in December 2014. Leila Mohammed, NTV.